What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. Apparently the answer to that question is Darkwing Blast, because it just keeps getting better with the cards inside, except if you're not a fan of Splight today. Also, there's a crazy Link rating 4 card that has the materials of 1+ effect monsters, so you can Link rating 4 straight into this guy with any rating 4. Used all your Apolos and negates, just go on over to this big bad boy. So let's start with the Splight support. After, I want to shout out to Big 3 Deals, because Gamers Choices told me they're not going to have a lot of Darkwing Blast due to the upped MSRP. They went slow on the orders, and other vendors may have gone with this. Notice it's a 30-cent jump after the already 20-cent jump per pack, but vendors are having to spend a lot more per case. I think it's like $40-something per case to get it in, so a lot of people ordered less. So if you want it sooner than later, use code What'sGood5 for 5% off and to support the channel directly if going sealed, but I would only go sealed if you're getting it to resell sealed later, or if you're crazy going Gamba and splitting it with a bunch of friends and not doing yourself, because remember, you are less likely to pull a playset of a secret rare than more likely. There are 10 different secret rares, 2 secret rares on average per pack, meaning 24 total per case, and if you're doing the math, that is 2.4 of each secret on average pulled. Less likely than more likely to pull a set of secret rares. And I'm guessing Konami's gonna rarity bump these, right? Splight Sprint is a Link to Fire Thunder Link effect monster. Attack 1400 links bottom left and top right. You can only use one of the first and second effects of this card's name per turn, and only once that turn. So that's that hard once per turn where you have to pick which effect you are using. Cannot be used as a Link material the turn it was Link summoned either. So you know it's good when all these restrictions are leveling up, right? If this card is Link summoned, you can send one level 2 monster from your deck to the graveyard. So it's a foolish burial for any level 2 monster. Then, if another monster is special summoned while this monster is on the field, you can detach a material from an Xyz monster you control, I assume, it says your, then target one monster on the field, return it to the hand. So if anything is special summoned and it says monsters also is a pendulum summon, you go detach an Xyz material off this guy that's already been used, and we're gonna bounce that back to your hand right away. So you have another barrier to entry, good natural in archetype card that not only is a foolish burial for your entire deck, but also, you know, other level 2s, and then you have the ability to be an end board piece when putting it out. So it's an enabler as well as a board piece. And then the trap card's actually very good. Splight Double Cross. Normal trap, you can activate one card with this card's name per turn, target a monster on the field or in the graveyard to activate one of these effects. Attach it to your rank 2 monster as a material. If your opponent controls it, place it in your zone a Link 2 monster points to and take control of it. So if you have an Xyz material now, if you have something on your opponent's board, you can just take control of it, and it doesn't say give it back to them or anything. If it is in the graveyard, special summon it to your zone your Link 2 monster points to. So it's kind of just wild. Target a monster on the field or graveyard is either player also, and I'm just trying to wrap my head around why they thought, like, no restriction take, like Crackdown, a trap card continuous, like, has this. This is also a trap trickable card on top of the search ability the name Splight brings. You banned Toad, Konami. You already did something around this deck on your Forbidden and Limited list, and yet you are printing this powerful of future support. Maybe they did that knowing this was coming, why Toad seemed harsh instead of putting it to 1. But, like, the end boards with Toad were already crazy, and heading into the TCG, this will be a set later, right? Darkwing Blast, we're talking about a later release date for the TCG, but our TCG ban list moves around the money, and the adventure token engine hasn't been recashed in on yet. The punk engine is a lot stronger here. People are prepared, having seen the metas developed where Exo Sisters fight back. Tier Elements will be getting the Ishizu support come November-ish, so assuming no delays with product, right? When we're looking at this future future support, buffing the deck, and you just read these and you're like, that's pretty good. Why are you doing this, Konami? Why just buff a deck that was already tier 0? Why not scrap plans? Maybe make a different card. Balance it. Is this the balancing you did? Let's make these, you choose one of the effects per turn. Well, I'm gonna summon it and mill, like, the card that I want to, send it to the graveyard, or then I'm gonna have the inboard piece next turn, and it doesn't matter that I can't use both effects in the same turn for the most part, right? Like, oh no, I had to choose and I'm probably using this, like, when my opponent's summoning during their turn. Let's get to the new insane breaking link rating kind of things. Now, obviously, Sky Strikers link into Sky Strikers, Link 1 into Link 1, but this is the first time we see the materials 1+ effect monster on a link rating 4. It is a Water Sea Serpent link effect monster, 2500 attack. You can only use the second and third effects of this card's name once per turn each. If you can only control one World Ocean Dragon Zelentis. During your main phase, you can banish as many monsters on the field as possible. Then special summon as many of them as possible to their owner's fields in face-up attack position, face-up defense position, or face-down defense position. So basically, if something has a soft once per turn, this guy is going to re-trigger it, especially if you've already been linking up and comboing. I feel like some toxicity is probably going to develop there. You might have been labbing this throughout the day. I haven't touched it yet. I just read it and I went, momento de bra. That seems kind of crazy to be able to spend so many resources, maybe have something negated, and just switch on over to this guy. During the battle phase quick effect, you can destroy cards on the field up to the number of co-linked monsters. So, enter battle phase, board clear, let me attack for game, or do massive damage, or take care of problems. He is also the ghost rare in the OCG set. If you have not seen the reverse ghost, basically, it's like flashes ghost on the monster, but the art is visible, thus taking care of the people. Haha, imagine getting a card where you can't even see the art, so you get to see the art, and then it, like, reverse holographics the entire card. Kind of looks like Platinum Rare, though, you know? The Platinum Rare enjoyers in the chat. I hope you're having a good one. My thoughts are this. Darkwing Blast keeps getting better and better and better. The ninjas actually seem pretty darn cool. I have not, I'll admit, have read through the prediction princesses yet. I'll do that while I upload this video. These cards, though, are pretty bonkers. They seem pretty nice to me. And when you have a good set following another good set, a lot of money's already been spent into the game. People are going to want to update this support over here. And as product gets more expensive, buy the singles, well, there's going to be less cases opened as the price goes up, because the vendors naturally can afford less cases. Thus, there will be less pre-sales of certain singles. Thus, there will be less supply of those singles without other people opening it. And knowing that this was ordered less, because people go, oh, I don't know, I think that there's not as many good sets after an amazing set like Power of the Elements or the actual more rational, I'm gonna, back off of this upped price and see how sales go, because charging more for booster boxes, I didn't want to run with that, right? Like, that's a more natural reaction. So Darkwing Blast, there may not be a ton of it. That's why I suggest pre-ordering it if you're getting it sealed to keep sealed, because it just keeps getting better. Thanks for watching today's video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the conversation around cards and keeping up with the reveals. I'll be trying to do that more often when I'm around, but I will be going to Nationals, so see you at Chicago. I'll be hopping between Nats and G-Fest, though. Godzilla Fest is right across the street. How can I resist two of my favorite things of all time right in the same place? And to answer a commonly asked question, why aren't the figures behind me? I recently did a bunch of house construction, including replacing windows, and I just haven't done the blinds yet, so I need to move these shelves out more easily once I'm lazy and I order blinds, which are more expensive in today's world, but I'm just being lazy. I have the funds, I just need to get around to doing it. Thanks for watching, everybody.